Many Hats podcast with your host with the most, Tony and Lavelle. Every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock Dead. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. Too Many Hats podcast.
Top of the morning to you, my good people. Happy, beautiful Wednesday, man. Hump Day Wednesday. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, man. This your host with the most, Tony Mays, Lavelle Salter. We got another doozy for you today, man. Uh, last 2 days, if you missed it, we kind of recapped last week's topic about sex and talking about sex and relationships and healthy sex and relationships. And we had some really good conversations last week, and we just did a kind of a recap over the last couple of 2 days of those of that week. And I must say it was good information, and I hope you guys were able to take some information from that and apply it uh, to your everyday relationships as it relates to sex. Um, and so today, we just kind of want to keep it going a little bit, and we want to ask the question: um, is emotional cheating the same as physical cheating? Why or why not? Is emotional cheating the same as physical cheating? Why or why not? And a lot of you have been asking about our YouTube channel, and so I am getting ready to add the link uh, so you guys can subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way, you will actually have it, and we won't have to worry about whether or not you can get the messages, because some people I do understand that some people's jobs actually block um, Facebook and stuff like that, especially if you're viewing from your job. And so um, YouTube, a lot of times, YouTube is wide open because you know, they do YouTube. So anyway, let me I'm gonna upload this, and then I don't know why this always seems like it's really shouldn't be that hard. Okay, here we go. Here we go, y'all. All right, all right. That shouldn't be that hard. But anyway, good morning, Mayor Mac. Mayor Mac. All right. So for those of you who want to, I just put the YouTube channel link in the. That's kind of weird. I don't like how I did that. Let me see. Yeah, that's kind of weird. So let me. I don't like that. Doop. All right, here we go. This is gonna be a lot better for y'all. That other thing, I don't know what that was. But here you go. All right, so now you guys can actually subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can click on that link, go to that link, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're unable to get on through Facebook, now you can get on, from your cell phone anywhere with that YouTube channel. And just make sure you subscribe to the link. But that is it's in the group chat, and so you can get it. It's in there under the Facebook and YouTube. Good morning, my brother.
What up, bro?
So, is emotional cheating the same as physical cheating? Why or why not? That is the question. I'm gonna say absolutely, especially as it relates to women. And we did the last few days. We found out that men have an emotional stake in relationships as well, where we oftentimes we're discounted as being emotional, but we do have an emotional stake in relationships as well. So anytime there's some emotional cheating going on, even though you haven't committed the physical act, you're very much cheating. You're very much cheating. And I'll get your take on the too, Lavelle, but for my take is cheating, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
Well, I guess it depends on the scenario, because you may not have no ill intent because you're just an emotional, person per se. And sometimes, if you're a nice person, some people think it that you're flirting, or you messing with them or something like that, and you're not cheating on your spouse per se. But somebody in the other party may say, "But he hit on me. I'm not hitting on you. I mean, I'm just who I am."
Well, flirting and emotional cheating is two different things.
Well,
So when
kind of
you're
close.
emotional cheating, this means that you are forming, in my opinion, you're forming a connection with somebody, and whether you talked about it, and the only way you're gonna really form a connection is you engage in some deep conversations,
Right.
forming a connection, a deep connection with somebody,
But
and you're
the
forming that
reason why I
connection.
brought up what I said is because a lot of times the other party may be
Yeah, but I'm
have
gonna say
some
I think that would be considered harmless flirtations. Where you just being you, and
right.
people he flirting with and thinking it's more than what it is. That's different than you meeting one of your clients, and then y'all talking on the phone every night or every day. What you doing, and y'all form this deep connection, bro. That's cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason I say that it's cheating. Because you're starting to form a connection with somebody, and it goes deeper than the level of any friendship. Because um, let me just read this. It said emotional cheating involves forming a deep, secretive, emotional connection with someone outside a relationship, characterized by romantic or sexual fantasies and lack of emotional fulfillment in the primary relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So now you see why I say that it's cheating.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. But the point I was making is, and I've seen this happen before, where there was no harm, foul intended, and the other party made it seem as if that you was trying to do those particular things that you mentioned, and they formulated in their head that this is something that they got going on, and it isn't.
Yeah. Well,
And
again,
it happens a lot. It happens a lot with more so with women than anything, because they think, you know, what I'm saying.
right.
I had a partner, man. I'm talking about this lady was literally like stalking this man. He was like, I ain't did nothing to this lady. I don't know what's going on. She just feel like we got something going on and we don't.
See, that's one party that feel that way.
Right.
But emotional cheating when you got two parties that are engaged. And
Mhm.
notice what I said. it involves forming a deep, secretive
Right.
emotional connection with someone outside of a regular relationship, characterized by romantic or sexual fantasies.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just you just flirted with her in passing, and now she think, oh, he really like me. Now this where you guys then formed a secretive emotional connection.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you both are involved in this, not just one
Right.
party. And
Right.
that's why I said that's more of, harmless flirtation, or maybe flirtation gone wrong.
Right.
Yeah, flirtation gone
I just
wrong.
know sometimes a woman can take that and what I'm saying, go, if you married or you in a serious relationship, they can take that and format it and he was doing such. No.
Hmm.
That's what you had in your head.
Yeah, and I can recall a situation where this young lady was had approached me and was talking about a situation that she was dealing with,
Mm-hmm.
and it was that her and somebody that she knew, they had been knowing each other a long time or whatever, and they ended up kind of working together, and their relationship was still business. It wasn't personal, still business type relationship. And uh, the person, somebody that they was dealing with at one point, got a hold of their phone and saw a conversation with them about the job and said, "Oh, you must be," and then start calling this person harassing them. And
Mm-hmm.
and both of them like, what the hell, since so. I do understand what you're talking about. It could be misconstrued, and sometimes people just crazy.
Right.
Psycho.
That's what
It is crazy, psycho.
yeah.
So, and that can be twisted any kind of way. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyway, for all of those who are listening, you're viewing and listening. Is emotional cheating the same as physical cheating to you? Why or why not? Lavelle and I have kind of expressed a little bit about how we feel about uh whether or not emotional cheating is cheating or is the same as physical cheating. So we would like to hear from you guys. Want you highly engaged, just like y'all was highly engaged in them sexual relationship conversation last week. We want you highly engaged in this conversation as well. We want you talking about it. Let's talk about it. But while you guys are coming up with it said both forms uh, of infidelity. Well, let me go back. And so it talks about the sexual fantasies and the lack of emotional fulfillment in the primary relationship, whereas physical cheating involves sexual acts or sexual physical contact with someone other than a partner. And so both forms of infidelity are considered betrayals that erode trust. They cause deep emotional pain and can lead to relationship breakdown. Though some argue emotional affairs can be more insidious due to their gradual nature and deep emotional bonds form. And see, if you bond in an emotional relationship with somebody before a physical relationship, all that's going to do is enhance the physical relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't bond emotionally with you, but I just have a physical contact, that's why we've often said that men can cheat. And good morning, Clarence. That men can cheat, and it really not really mean that much to them per se. But women, a lot of times, women don't just cheat. They form a emotional bond with somebody. So when they cheat, it cuts deeper because you already know the type of person they are, and they done formed an emotional bond with this guy and then cheated, and you like, oh hell no. That's why it cuts deeper for men a lot of times.
Great segue. So the new thing within the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 years maybe has been the work wife and the work husband. That's the thing now. So
Hmm.
with that statement, and I heard you mention it, and I've had an encounter. But
Hmm.
so is that cheating? Or they just something harmless because they just making fun?
I think I think the work husband, work wife situation, depending on the nature of their relationship, can be a problem.
Mm.
I've seen it. You know, I tease my wife a lot. You know, this little young guy on her job, you know, was every time I tell her, he bringing her he carrying her bags out. He, you know, but and I would tease this your little work husband, but I was really just being joking because if I thought for 1 minute that she was
Right.
having an affair with this little young dude, ain't no way in hell I would allow none of that shit to go on.
Right.
But yeah, you know.
But
So
I mean, I'm just I'm kind of playing. I'm
devil's
playing
advocate.
petty, but I'm just saying, like, do you think that can uh turn into something else that it shouldn't?
Yeah, depending on the nature of their relationship.
Right.
You know, if they start to develop with her, it was more like to be honest with you, it was more like this is like one of my children.
Right.
You know, so I knew it wasn't like I knew it was more kind of like that bond, you know,
Yeah.
than because he was around our kids' age, you know. So it was
Right.
more of that kind of bond to me. I was just teasing about the work husband thing. But I have seen situations where the coworkers, they going to lunch together. They every time around they eating together. They hanging out, and everybody on the job saying, "Oh, they effing."
Mm.
And both of the parties, I know of a situation like that, and both of the parties were married. Both of them was married and had young kids, and every day they was going to work, and I saw it. I knew how it looked, but I wasn't gonna speculate. I wasn't gonna say they was doing this or doing that, because I didn't know. And
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna start putting that jacket on them. I know what it looked like,
Hmm.
but they could just been really good friends. But again, stuff like that can develop into other stuff.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, emotional bonding with another man is cheating. What about emotional bond with a man with a woman? You can't just put it on the woman. I mean,
I get it. Two parties are responsible, man.
yeah, it can if she allows it to. Again, like I just said, it depends on the relationship. If the relationship, again, if you guys want to tune in by YouTube, you subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is the link for our YouTube channel. And it definitely, Clarence, they definitely can go both ways, man. If you guys are, um, developing a bond or emotional bond on the relationship, and y'all basically secretly texting each other, and what you doing, where you going for lunch, and y'all doing this, and y'all making sexual innuendos. You telling him or her, you smell good today, you smell good too, you looking good, you look good. That relationship gonna go somewhere else.
Hmm. If you allow it to.
Huh? No,
If
no,
you,
it's going somewhere else because you already allowed. You've already when you start to do that kind of stuff. Oh, you smell good. Oh, you look good. You look good. When you start that, oh, it's going somewhere else. Because
hmm
what happens is, and it may be the man that initiates it because he said, "Oh, you smell good." She said, "Oh, you smell good too." He trying to see how far you will go. You know how we do.
Yeah.
He testing the water. Then he come back with, "You sure you looking good today with that? You don't look bad yourself." See now. You said he set it up. Oh yeah, she's yeah, okay then. Then he's gonna keep pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
Clarence said facts. Yep. Rodney said, sup y'all. Men can bond emotionally with the woman as well. Hey Mel. I can't
Yeah. That was,
stand him.
that was that was a great segue.
I can't stand him. Absolutely. Men can definitely bond emotionally with one. We learned that more last week too. Emotional cheating can be way worse than physical cheating, in my opinion. I see that's my thing.
Yeah.
Manga said emotional cheating can be worse than physical cheating, and I absolutely positively agree with that. because
And that's why I brought up this.
that bun,
Yeah,
that
that's why I
emotional.
brought up what I brought up earlier, because a lot of times what happens is if, if the person you're dealing with, and you, like you say, you have no ill intent, you just being who you are, and sometime in their mind they've formulated this emotional connection that you didn't even know about.
Yeah, but that's a one-sided. So that's still not cheat. That's a one-sided, again, flirtatious thing where you didn't flirted in you really wasn't trying to. But so that's a one-sided thing. But when you're talking about emotional cheating, both parties are involved because both parties are starting to develop their emotional bond with each other, and that's when it becomes dangerous.
Yeah.
Said, phew, if if I wasn't at work, I'll hop on. You know what? I'm through with her. She always talking about the if, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Clarence said, I be at work acting like a mute. I know my riz is out the roof, so I don't even set myself up for failure. I keep them women out my mix. Shit, you got to if you know you can't control it.
Yep.
If you know there's no control in it, you definitely got to just keep your mouth shut, keep your head straight, and keep moving. I've worked on jobs. You gotta understand. I've been in management for the last 30 years. And I've worked most of my jobs that I've worked with, worked on, I work with the majority women.
Women, yeah.
The majority women. I've had some to flirt with me. I've had some to literally throw themselves at me. And if I was the type of dude that just took every advancement, shit, then I would have been, but what I did was I told them, look, man, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? And once you address it one time, you tell them, look, that ain't cool, or I ain't with it. They're generally back down. They're gone about their business. You do have one or two every now and then that'll keep it pushing, or like on one job I had this lady. She would always say like really complimentary type stuff, and I knew she was flirting, but I never said anything back. But thank you, and kept. She would say, "Ooh, you smell so good today." And I'd be like, "Okay, thank you." I never bit into it, and then she would say, the women around here, they think you did. Oh, okay, cool. I never just really bit into it. I knew what she was trying to do. She was trying to bait me, and I was like, nope. Mel said it has happened on both sides, and it was dangerously. It was dangerous. We had to ask one another for forgiveness, and God, you must cut all ties immediately with the third parties. Yeah, where they, girl, shit, you got to go back over every damn job I done worked. Shit, Ray Renaissance telling us, man, we had women walking in the door flirting with customers. We would go to pick up furniture, and they come to the door with naked or with a robe on. I'm like, what the hell, man? I ain't coming in there.
No, sir.
Man,
I'm getting out.
Coming in there. Yeah, Zoe said, just like the song said, emotions make you cry sometimes, emotions make you glad sometimes, but most of all, they make you fall in love. What to
Come
say.
on, H-Town.
You sure know what to say.
Make you fall in love.
Yeah, so it can definitely be one of those things where, if you bite, if you take the bait, you can get caught up in it. And so, and I think a lot of times men most of the time it's men that start off with these little games. You know what I'm saying?
Most of the time.
That's how it used to be back in the day.
Women, yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day, it would be men kind of initiate. If they see a woman they like, whatever, on the job, whatever, knowing she had a man, they'll start all the little flirtation stuff, seeing that she bite. But in the 21st century, it's the women. They come in like, bro, they putting it all out there on the line, shooting a shot. I was watching a video the other day where Drake was, I guess he was at a concert or he was walking somewhere, and this woman walked up to him and tried to shoot her shot. She was like, "Hey, I might not see Drake again." And that was the title of the thing. Woman shoots her shot at Drake. And that's what they doing now. They are literally, like Clarence said, they hella aggressive. They hella aggressive. And they don't care. And if you tell them, I got a woman. Oh, well, that's okay. You can have two. And I bet you she ain't gonna do for you what I do for you. Have you ever heard that, LaVelle?
Yeah, woman told me, she was like, I said, baby, you know I'm married. She was like, that's good, because that way you when you leave me, you can go home.
Boy, if I had $1 every time one told me that.
But in my mind, hell, if you
No, but
telling me,
that's good. That means you gone home. I don't got to worry about you. I said, what? What? I'm like, dog. Well, that's good. You could go home and I don't have to worry about it. Damn. So the script has definitely flipped.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's safe to say that emotional cheating would be the same as physical cheating. If you take in consideration all the things that we've just talked about or just mentioned in all the comments, I think everybody kind of believes, or at least feels like, that emotional cheating ranks high up there with physical cheating, or either holds the same weight. I'm gonna say it holds more weight. I'm agree with Monica and say emotional cheating holds more weight than actually physical cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Cause with emotional cheating, that means you've taken the time to build a bond with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't just, it wasn't just no one night hit it or quit it. You met at the club. You took some time to build an emotional bond. Clarence said more weight too. Mel said, my texts tell us stories all the time. Women coming to the door inappropriate, and they won't go in until they get appropriate, including sunbathing. Yeah, man, they can get you caught up. So you a technician or whatever, right? You show up at a customer's house. They come to the house with a bathing suit or panties and bra, or and you go on in. Then a few minutes later, they hollering rape.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'm telling you, it's
Bro, emphatically, you can ask Jared Hardaway, bro. And I had just got, was we married yet? I just got married. I can't remember.
Yeah, y'all was married. I think y'all was married when you started.
Yeah, we had just got married. But anyway, I remember the customer and everything, bro. I'm talking about, we pull up to
I remember
the
y'all
house.
come back telling me, I said, bro, don't you take your ass in the house?
We pull up to the house, man. I'm talking about, you can tell she had already put this in her head because she had came to the store. I'm like, you came to the store, but you didn't pay that bill. So we called her. And it's one of them nights where, you know what I'm saying, we doing the late night stuff. You know, we in the process of trying to get this stuff right.
Right.
So me and Jared pull up at the house. I said, man, let me go see what's going on, bro. I'm talking about, man, open the door. I'm talking about nothing but the little cheetah print little house robe. Come on in. Come on in where? Baby, no.
She gonna get you in there, then say you did something, and say, unless you wipe that account out.
Right.
And you caught up.
Yep. No, sir.
Monica said, these women aggressive. They doing too much. They would never. Oh, they would be after your man, see you with your man, and try to hug and speak to you like it's nothing. Baby, where my sage? I see you.
So stupid.
We joke all the time about posts. When I make posts, and sometimes I make posts, especially if I make a post where it's a picture of me and Monica, blah blah blah, and then we get all these a lot of likes and whatever hearts, all the stuff, and me and Monica be trolling going down through there, and I be like, yeah,
Mm,
some of these women tripping. We just be trolling, but yeah, so it happens though, and if you build
mm,
that emotional bond with a person, so check this out, emotional cheating. It says definition: a secret, a secret, intimate, emotional connection with someone outside the committed relationship. So first
mm,
of all, let's just go ahead on now and just get that out the way. That's what emotional cheating is. It's a secret, intimate, emotional connection with someone outside of your committed relationship. Rodney said, if I was the tech or something like that, I'd have a body cam like the police. Rodney, I think that's
you
that's
almost get them to need to have one.
I think that's good. I think that
Yeah.
as a technician, because a lot of times before they call you, they tell you at least somebody 18 need to be at home, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of times these technicians go to the house and it ain't somebody 18. You know, they got their older teenage daughter at the house. And the
Mm-hmm.
technician ain't come in and say, you 18, ain't he? You know, they might look 18, might be 15, 16, but it's one of those scenarios, at least if you got the body cam on, and your body cam is on from the time that you open that door and walk in till you leave, at least you can but having cameras in your truck ain't gonna help you when you walk into somebody's house.
So man, it's just like a lot. This on the subject, but off the subject, like a lot of people have been mad with this lady. This lady named Miss Tabitha that I know. That do the evictions and stuff, and she
Yeah.
go live. She goes live on Facebook, and some people are upset. But because I worked in that type of arena before, I understand it. Man, these folks would like they'll try to fight you, shoot you over stuff that don't even belong to you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That belong to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's a security measure to the point to where, hey, how many folks when I go put these folks at the house and they do something they ain't got no business, I got some evidence.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I watched Tabitha too. I watched her a couple times go live, and people act crazy about stuff that they don't want to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like the tow truck people. I saw a video where a guy shot the tow truck driver.
Good.
He shot the tow truck driver in the leg, uh, because the guy was trying to tow his truck. You ain't paid for it. I mean, your car,
Right.
you ain't
Right.
paid for it. It's not yours until it's paid for.
So when you get ready to go to court and something go down, if you already got some kind of evidence, and you can't fight what you see.
Yeah, and
It
and
is.
he had and the thing was he had cameras around his truck. So, and he had a camera in his truck showing where, because the guy was actually standing in his door. He was trying to close the door, right? And the guy was standing
Mm-hmm.
in his truck holding a revolver. It was a revolver. He was holding the revolver and telling him, he said, I'll kill you right now. I'll kill you right now. And dude was like, bro, it ain't yours. He was like, drop it now, drop it now. And the dude with the gun kind of looked back for a second. He looked back, the dude hit that gas and pulled that door closed, and he just started shooting. Pop, pop, pop. He said, man, he shot me. He shot me, man. He shot me. Then he pulled up about half a block, and then he got out uh, with his pistol and looked and see if the dude was coming up, because I don't think the vehicle was secured as properly as he need, so he was trying to, yeah. But yeah, he got shot actually shot in the leg, you know.
Yeah.
Monty said, hey,
Yeah.
Mel, I'm a sweetheart at heart, but I swear they never want to meet Lachey.
Oh Lord.
That was crazy. The one here in Memphis, they ran over his head. What?
Yep. I remember that. Yep. Sure did.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. They ran over the tow truck driver head.
Yeah. Sure did. Yep.
So what they do? Take his truck and I mean, what?
I forget how exactly it happened, but yeah, I remember the incident.
Wow. Jesus.
Yep.
So So that's the definition: a secret, intimate, emotional connection with someone outside the committed relationship. So here are some characteristics. This is important to note. The characteristics: sharing intimate details about the relationship that should be reserved for your partner. See, this is what I'm talking about. That bait and hook, that hook and bait. It's this is they bait you and they start either they'll share, a relationship that they maybe it could be a fictitious relationship for the man. Share, yeah, she don't cook, she don't do this. If I was your man, I'd be cooking every day. I'd be now that's the bait and hook. He done hooked you. Okay, she yeah. Then she started talking about her man. Yeah, he don't be doing this, he don't do that. Oh, he ain't doing that. Let me do it. Let me bring you some flowers to work. Let me bring you some kids. Let me bring you this. Let me do. So sharing intimate details about the relationship that should be reserved for your partner. You should never do that anyway. If you're talking to other people about the intimate details of your relationship, women, if y'all telling another woman about the intimate details of y'all relationship, okay. Men, if you're sharing the intimate details about your relationship with another man, okay.
Yeah, you giving the play card.
The play card and the playbook. Seek emotional support and validation from someone outside of your partner. That's it, Clarence. Looking for holes in the relationship. That's all they be doing. Any hole in the relationship or gap. Come on. Any gaps in the relationship? We talk about the gap all the time. How the gap, the bigger the gap is, the bigger that separation between y'all, the more opportunity is for somebody to come in and infiltrate your relationship. And if you let somebody infiltrate your relationship emotional, and they ain't even got to the physical aspects of it yet, but they infiltrate your relationship emotional, it might be a wrap. So romantic and or sexual fantasies about the outside person. So now you're starting to fantasize about the outside person and maybe share your fantasies with them. Yeah, I had a dream. This hit you. I had a dream last night about you. Man, we was getting busy in that junk. For real, what we doing? What are we doing? I was tearing that thing up from the back, man, hitting that thing. That's how I like it too. That's how she responded. That's how I like it too. Hook and bait, man. Bait and hook. Clarence said, I'm not about to share my personal business with strangers anyways. I'm gonna get offended if someone is inquiring about my business. But if you're working with somebody every day, like I said, that and women do the same thing. They hit you with that bait and hook. They may just come to you and start just kind of sharing with you about their personal relationship or what's going on or what their man ain't doing, trying to see if you gonna come on and say, oh man, he tripping, man. If I had you, I would be, they looking for one of them kind of response. And then when you hit them with that response, then they come with something else. Here are some examples. Constant thought and excitement about the outside person. If you're constantly having, thoughts and excitement about the other person outside of your relationship, that's emotional cheating. Deep conversations over text, DMs, or in person, often with secrecy. This is what I say, man. If the conversation you had at work can't be shared with your partner at home, and it's some wrong going on in their relationship, in their work relationship. If y'all having conversations at work that can't be shared with your partner, then the conversation ain't right. Am I lying?
Nope, you're not. Spot on.
If you engage in a conversation that can't be repeated at the house, then you might want to check your conversation. You might want to look at that conversation and say, okay, what am I doing here, Tony? You going off the deep end. So
Mhm.
that's emotional cheating. Emotional cheating. We gave you the definition. We shared some characteristics and some examples of emotional cheating. Now let's look at the physical cheating part. So we can make a comparison. Physical cheating, engaging in sexual or romantically intimate physical acts with someone other than the partner. Okay. Characteristics, sexual acts, kissing or sexual touching with someone else, a physical violation of the relationship's commitment to monogamy. Uh, Straight truth. Monka says, put your all into your significant other. Attention, compliments, love, sex, etc. The same looks you give in the street should be given to your boo or babe. If you don't, it cracks the door for emotional and physical cheating. You sound like you talking from experience. She over there on the couch, y'all recovering. I'm looking at them. Look at her real crazy. Uh, Characteristics again: sexual acts, kissing, or sexual touching with someone else, a physical violation of the relationship's commitment to monogamy. Examples: having sex or making out with somebody else, sexual dancing, or physical acts that suggest sexual intent. Come on now. So you ain't even got to have sex if a person is doing a sexual dance or just maybe touching you in different ways to suggest sexual intent. When working in HR, from time to time I've had to deal with some sexual harassment cases, and not all the cases um and well, you can't prove that all the cases are sexual harassment, you know
Mhm.
uh because when you started looking at like staring and leering, like you're staring and leering at someone. um but a lot of times when I'm investigating those sexual harassment complaints, when a person, even if a person has not told you no, or that whatever that you're doing, whatever behavior that you're doing is unwelcoming, um does not mean that it's not sexual harassment. You know,
Mhm.
sometimes people think, well, she never told me she ain't like that, or he never told me he ain't like that. Don't mean it ain't sexual harassment. They may have just not felt comfortable in um just talking to you, period, about the whole thing.
Man,
Yeah,
you can't even hardly say baby, boo. So you have no ill intent, of course. You just in conversation. You
those
can't
terms of
say
endearment. You got to watch those
yeah,
terms of
yeah. You
endearment.
can't say honey. You can't say sweetie. You can't say sugar.
Yep,
They think you trying to hit on them, like dog.
yep, yep. Sometimes though, I've seen situations where the terms of endearment actually that's just the way I talk. I don't mean, like, I don't know why, okay, so the person, and I tell the person, I said, so the person has told you they don't like you calling them baby,
Mhm.
so let's stop. That's we could you could have saved us this whole trip if you just would have stopped saying it. I just can't stop saying that. What you mean you just can't stop saying it? Your job ain't worth you stop saying baby to somebody?
Right.
Yeah. Clarence said, "Don't even get that close to mine. 6 feet, my guy." Bag bag. So here are the key differences and impact. Uh, for one, there's a nature of betrayal. Emotional cheating is a betrayal of emotional intimacy and trust, while physical cheating is a betrayal of physical and sexual exclusivity. How they begin. Emotional affairs can develop slowly and subtly, often stemming from a lack of fulfillment in the primary relationship. Physical affairs can sometimes occur more impulsively or due to physical attraction. The consequences. Both
Mm.
can lead to insecurity, jealousy, erosion of trust, and relationship destruction. Some argue emotional affairs can be more damaging because they can slowly dismantle the relationship's foundation of emotional intimacy.
Mm.
Zoe said that includes this is interesting. That includes men and women going to the strip club getting a lap dance. We went to a Mark and I went to a strip club one time in where we at in New Orleans. We was down in New Orleans doing Mardi Gras, and we was literally um inching up the street because the street was like packed. Like when I tell y'all packed, bro, it's like literally if a bomb went off in the street, it would probably kill everybody because you're gonna either get trampled over or the explosion itself because everybody was so packed together would probably just kill everybody. Anyway, it was so horrible. And then there are a lot of pickpockets down in New Orleans. So every inch I'm inching, I'm patting my pockets, trying to make sure my wallet and stuff still there. And I'm like, people bumping, rubbing up against it because it's so close. You're so packed. And I said, I can't take this. And we got to an instance where it was a club, it was a strip club. And we was like, let's just dip in there. Let's get off the street. So we dipped in the strip club. And so we kind of went up top. We was sitting up top looking down at the stage. And we saw this girl down there. I mean, the girl was getting it. Mark was like, man, baby, she is getting it. Go down there and give us a one. I had to look at her. I was like, you want me to go down and get okay, cool. So I took some one down there, gave it to her. And then so the girl, when she got dancing, she be lying straight up there because there wasn't a whole lot of people coming because everybody's out there enjoying Mardi Gras. So it wasn't a whole lot of people in the club. But she be lying up there, set up with her, and she came up to introduce herself. And we was talking. We was like, where you from? She's like, from Memphis. I just come down here to strip. Found out she was from Memphis. And we just got to
Wow.
talking, chatting it up. But she didn't ask she didn't come up there asking for no dance or nothing like that. I don't even know if Monica would allow me to have a lap dance at that time right there in front of her. But, and I ain't even asked, but we just had a good conversation with her, just sitting there talking to her. Which was
Mhm.
unique in itself because I don't really think that happened in strip clubs like that.
But
Then
you got a lot of those young ladies that's in the strip clubs, because of the bad. I mean, not necessarily bad, because the name of it what has been given to, but they are entertainers. I mean,
yeah,
I had this
yeah.
conversation with somebody some years ago, and you got a lot of those young ladies in there. They ain't trying to be sexual with no man and nothing. They in there. They got a nice body. They go in there get their money and they go home. You'd be surprised. Some of them are actually married, which
Well,
I don't
I do
understand.
know a
But
lot of them because back in the day when I was really going to strip clubs and stuff, a lot of them were actually students trying to put
yeah,
their way to school or either at least started off that way, and then but some of them were literally just hoes, like in there trying to
no, that's true. No,
yeah, yeah. Some of them in there were just hoes, just trying to get that however they can get that money.
Mm-hmm.
But and you could tell because the ones that were in school would literally have conversations with you. They would just come and talk to you. They tell you, "I'm in school." Oh, okay, cool. You know what you majoring in? Y'all look really have a conversation. Then them hoes be like, "What you trying to do? What you trying to spin?" I'm like, "Girl, you don't
Yeah,
get out my face. I'm
yeah.
not finna come to no strip club and buy no woman." Yeah.
But
Anyway,
what's so crazy now though? Just in certain cities, the strip club has become like the club, and the couples go to the clubs, go to the strip club together.
yeah, yeah, it's that's been going now where
And
couples.
then because they saying now the strip clubs have the best food and all this. I'm like, okay, y'all
Yeah,
keep going in that junk.
I just can't. Yeah. I ain't never been able to like try to eat at no strip club, like, and I imagine some of the newer strip clubs, it's probably like you said, they probably got everything, probably got the food, the nice drink, got a whole little area over here, got a little restaurant out to the side.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works for the health department or whatever coming in, but
But a lot of the strip clubs now you can't. They don't. You're not allowed to be fully nude. So it's like
yeah,
it's not
it's just
the same
topless. They
thing.
topless only. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I thought that's how all strip clubs were supposed to be at one point. That they were only supposed to be topless, and then at some point, boy, they just got off the chain. Anyway, we didn't got off the mark a little bit. So
That's a good segue because a lot of times, man, like I say, because
yeah.
because that's like I know what happened to me one time back in the day before I was married. In the strip club, you have a lot of swingers that go to strip clubs. So I mean, because hey, couples been going to strip clubs. Yeah, I guess.
Ultimately, the key factor is the act of betrayal of trust and intimacy within the committed relationship, regardless of its form, whether it's emotional or physical. So, Marcus said, "Girl, we're gonna test that theory." Talking about just being transparent. My insecurities back in the day were different than now. The look and love you give is different, so you can probably get one now, babe. Yeah, Joe. Couples been going to the strip club. I know a lot of couples used to go to strip club.
Mm-hmm.
They used to go hang out. Man, we kicking it in the strip club. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went there one. I don't think that was I think that was the first time we had ever been to a strip club together, right? Oh, well, that's the first time I can remember us like literally going to a strip club together. So
And me being me knowing you all as long as I have, I'm not trying to get you to get no lap dance, but what I am saying, I can say that Monica, as far as her maturity, as far as her growth for both of you guys in that area. I mean, just saying, I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? Because Monica got them eyes and them looks, man. Had your ass like,
she ain't played back in the day now. Shit.
boy, I don't been with y'all
We
sometimes.
was
Somebody
walking
saying
down
up to you.
Urban Street one time, and it was St. Patrick's Day, and she Monica swear for crackers and cheese that this woman walked past me because they was walking behind me. I was in front, and it was 3 or 4 of them. They was walking behind me. I was the only man, like always. I'm in the front walking, and the lady walked past me, and she just touched me. Monica said she grabbed my private part. I said, Monica, I know if somebody grabbed my private part, but she just but Monica was like, ma'am, well, she just kind of like went off real quick. The lady was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I was like, oh my God. We finna go to jail on Bourbon Street. um,
Damn.
Clarence, I'm trying to get my baby in one. LOL. I don't know. Cheryl ain't going. Y'all, sure. Monk said y'all not mentally there yet. She grabbed it, y'all, full hand. No, she didn't. She
But
did.
hell, half these spots you go to now here, you might well be at a damn strip club like we went to the Mexican spot that day. Hell, they twerking and throwing
Yep.
stuff. What
Yep.
time?
Yep. Yep. You're right.
Half them half naked. I'm like, damn.
Let's clock that T, man, with our girl Queen Walkers, man. Y'all know what the time it is. Put them phones down, fingers up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what
Look at her
time it
banner,
is. Put them
overlay.
thumbs down, fingers up.
Happy 4th of
It's time
July.
to clock that tea with your girl Queen Watkins. I hope y'all having an amazing morning. But y'all know what time it is. It's
She been
time to
using that
clock
teeth
that
whitening
tea.
cream, man.
Now, I know we all probably go to McDonald's. Some people might say, oh, I don't eat that, or woo bam. I do. And have some great news. Let's talk about it. So, the CEO of
What's wrong with her
McDonald's has
internet?
said he has realized that the prices has skyrocketed with McDonald's, right? They don't have a value menu no more.
Look, is that me or she just like freezing?
No, she's freezing. She
You
back
know,
in
we used to
July.
be able to go to McDonald's
Back in July. She
and
from.
dang near get a full meal for $5, right? They large drinks used to be $1. The hot and spices used to be $1. You get two apple pies for $1. Yeah, now all their combos and meals are starting at $10. Do you hear me? I know I went the other day and they got some new meal with like a blue shake or something. Baby, $13.99 starting off at $13.99. The McDonald's app and the coupons didn't do much to their price, period. Because
McDonald's got
if you know,
coupons.
you know, I have an app for every fast food
Hell, I
restaurant
don't
I
know. They
go
probably
to,
do.
9 times out of 10,
She
okay?
got an app for every
If I can
fast food
save some
restaurant.
money on, that's what I'm going to do. But the CEO has said the prices will drop at McDonald's. They will start back having a $5 breakfast menu. And they also have a Big Mac meal for $8. I don't even know who really be eating Big Macs. I really feel like they should have said a quarter pounder meal. But hey, that's neither here nor there, right? Hopefully, a lot of the things on the menu will drop because they're saying that how much money McDonald's is losing money. I don't see how that's true. Every time I pass McDonald's, the line be so long. So who losing money and where they losing it at? Because folks still on top of
It must be
McDonald's.
time.
I mean, you can't go wrong with McDonald's sometimes, right? Quick meal when it's fresh. Now, when it's fresh, when people behind the counter care, McDonald's can be fine for real. So it's been all over the news. People have been saying all over TikTok that we're happy that the prices are going down because average people can't go there and eat anymore. When you know that you can't eat anywhere else, you knew that you can go to McDonald's and get a hot meal, at least a McChicken, right? For $1. Hash browns used to be $1. I don't even think those $1 no more. So the CEO has finally buckled down and said the prices will change. And I really want to see how much these prices is gonna change for real. Cause we need it. And it sucks for some people for real that, just can't afford it and be that was their lunch, right? They were so used to going there for lunch or used to doing this, that, and the third with McDonald's. But the prices has been so high. I mean, it's a struggle. So gladly someone in the upper seats has seen it and it's gonna change it. So we can see what happens from here. All right, y'all. That's all the tea that I have today. Make sure you tune in to 2 Minute Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. sharp. And don't forget to stay tuned for your girl, Queen Watkins Clock that tea. Y'all, November is right around the corner. Please send in your donations for the tents, y'all. Please do not wait till the last minute. Go ahead. You're thinking about it now. Send it now. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.
Yeah. McDonald's is high though. I don't eat at McDonald's. I don't eat it. I used to eat at Crystals all the time. Did it
Like,
look
like now, Crystal's gonna they don't add some new stuff to their menu. I watched Nick Commercials one. They got chicken nuggets and chicken wings. They got
See, I ain't
some
been
other
in so
stuff that
long. I
they some
couldn't
new.
tell you what they have.
Huh?
I said I ain't been in so long. I couldn't tell you what they have.
Oh yeah, Doc. Crystals. I thought you might have well had just been endorsed by Crystals, Doc. But
Yeah,
for one,
Crystal.
when y'all stayed on
Hey,
Mama Right, well, was one right there by the house. So
man, we ate
they
Crystals.
stayed up for 24 hours. Man, you get up and go get some Crystals, man, at 12 o'clock.
Yep. Little time Daddy get us some Christmas with chili. He's got Crystal Christmas.
Christmas. You used to call them something else though. You didn't call them Crystals. You call them something
Threaders.
else. Huh?
Threaders.
Yeah.
Them threader burgers. Threaders. Them late night threaders. A pound of ground beef is $12. But yeah,
I mean, food, everything high
I
right
ain't
now,
bought
Doc.
nobody.
Everything.
So, but see, hey, that Impossible beef. You get 1 pound of that. I don't even think it be a pound. I don't even think
No,
it'd
it
be
don't
a
be
pound.
a pound you buy. If you buy a pound, it's gonna be
Yeah,
back
that
to
Impossible
$50.
beef should be, man, $16 for a little, not even a full pound. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably like a half or something. But It be up there.
Or
You know, it be
anything organic or healthy, you can just counsel it. It's already high.
yeah. So all right, man. Well, look, man, this has been another good one, man. So I hope you guys have learned the difference between emotional cheating and physical cheating. And but in terms of the weight that they hold, I definitely think, in my personal opinion, you guys may view it differently, but in my personal opinion, I view that emotional cheating holds more weight than physical cheating, because you actually taking the time to build an emotional bond with somebody, which you know, that physical part is probably not far behind that emotional part. And when you build an emotional bond, you don't just break emotional bonds that easy. If it was just a physical thing, you could just cut that off and just say, hey man, you know, I can get that, you know, wherever. But that emotional bond is different. It hit different. Ryan, appreciate that. He said glad he got to be a part of it today. And again, if you guys want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, if YouTube is better for some of you guys, we understand. I know Zoe uses YouTube and a couple other people use YouTube. And if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can do so. Let me put the link up here again.
You just need to make a QR code for that too, don't you?
I had one. I had a QR code, but I just don't know. I had to sort through all my stuff. But anyway, that's the link. And once you click on it, go to our page, you can subscribe to our channel, and it will send you notifications. It'll send you notifications that we're live or going live. So definitely make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. And man, look, cause with the YouTube channel too, you're just like with Facebook. See, Facebook, that it deletes the live after so many days. Well, it don't delete with YouTube. So as of right now, it don't delete. And so you can always go back. If you're subscribed to our channel, you can always go back and watch those videos, even if it's longer than 30 days. Or if you have one you're trying to share with somebody or whatever, you can always go back and where. And then, I don't know that if you have the premium YouTube, you can actually download those videos. If you have the premium, you can download them, and you know, if you want to make a clip or something like that or whatever. But make sure you subscribe to our channel so you can get those notifications when we go live. All right, that's all I have, man. Shout out again, man, to those who sent up a prayer yesterday for my wife for her procedure. She is doing well. I got about 3 hours sleep, but she's doing well. She didn't really bother me as much as I thought. So she doing well. She's doing good. We got to go back to the doctor today so they can check her sutures and all that stuff. But you know, keep her in your prayers, man. You know, and those who've already been praying, we appreciate you.
Yeah, update on Dawn as well on her eye surgery. She's doing well. She's back at work. The doctor told her she was surprised. He was surprised that she was able to see 20/40 out of that eye. So evidently, whatever him doing the second eye surgery, you know, was a reason why he done it. So we thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? She back percolating, driving, and everything.
Okay, cool. All right, come on, pray us out, brother.
All right. Well, God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this time. Thank you for this opportunity called life that you've given us, because you give us new life, new grace and mercy every day. Thank you for just being God and being God all by yourself. Thank you for relationships. Thank you for healing and keeping us. Lord God, we actually continue to touch all our efforts. If we ask you to do this in your son Jesus' name. And we said, amen.
Amen, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bad time.
Same bad place.
2 Men in Hats.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
The 2 Minute Hats podcast with your hosts with the most, Tony and Lavelle. Every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock Dead. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. 2 Minute Hats podcast.